I am not letting the media and society, listen, if you got an old car, go wash that thing off, polish it up, put some new air freshener up in that thing, and you get to trucking on your goals, because trying to keep up with these other folks ain't gonna get you anywhere. Stop letting consumerism consume you. I don't know about you guys, but in 2025, I want to see more of the money that I work so hard for. I want to see more of the money that I sweat for. I am done letting consumerism consume me. What's up, guys? God bless. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. It's sunny out here, and I wanted to talk about consumerism. This is something that needs to come up more in the conversation, and it's something that has just been ingrained into our society and ingrained into our psyche. So I'm going to have a couple of notes here on the screen. First, we're going to go absolutely basic. We're going to break down what consumerism even means, some different theories about it, and then I'm going to give my personal perspective and declaration about why I'm not giving in to consumerism this year, guys. This is my declaration. I don't care if you call it New Year's resolution, but I want to keep my money in 2025. I'm trying to level up my financial health in 2025, and I want to bring you guys along with me, man, but it takes a declaration. It takes a behavioral change. So let's go ahead and check out what this even means, man. Yes, I got my notes on the screen right here. Okay. Consumerism is an economic and social theory that promotes the idea that people should constantly consume goods and services, even those that aren't necessary for survival. It's characterized by a culture of mass consumption that is driven by advertising, mass media, and the market economy. Here are some aspects of consumerism. The economic theory. Consumerism is based on the idea that consumers are spending the primary driver of economic growth, and that people's well-being is tied to their material possessions. Sorry, I butchered that a little bit, but I'm just trying to read it. Consumerism can influence people's purchasing power and desire for products. It can also create a culture where people feel like they need to buy more to feel good or solve their problems. And that's why I've been making so many videos about debt and keeping up with the Joneses, because we have been coerced. We have been tricked. We have been assimilated into this way of thinking that we have to keep up with our contemporaries, that we have to keep up with our friends and our loved ones who may also be broke. The grass may not be greener on the other side. And we all get tricked into wanting to buy these new cars, put ourselves in all this crazy new debt, try to keep up with the latest fashion designs and things of that nature, the latest phones. It just gets to a point where we lose ourselves in this endless cycle, and we're driven by autopilot to just consume. We Americans, we're great at consuming. If there's one thing that we are amazing at, it is staying in debt and constantly consuming. Think about it. Why would they want a society full of debt-free people? That would be a lot of people not getting paid on the credit card end, right? That'd be a lot of people not getting paid when it comes to being in debt. There's so many moving key factors out here. And if you break that cycle, you're going to be looked at as the outcast. That's the wild part. Me making this declaration on consumerism, I may get some comments like, oh, you don't want to live a little bit, or you don't want to enjoy life. I never said I was not going to enjoy life. I just said that I'm going to be responsible for the actions that I do make. I'm going to be responsible for my financial health this year in 2025. I don't know why that would be such a bad statement. I don't want to fall into the same cycle that continues to promote pain, hurt, dysfunction, damaging reputation, damaging finances. I don't want to be a part of that anymore. I'm done just being oblivious to this cycle, guys. And you should be too. That's why I am waging war on consumerism for myself this year. I don't want to buy anything that won't improve the quality of life for my family. I don't want to buy or purchase anything that is just so ridiculous that it adds no value other than inflating my own ego. And I want you guys to do your best this year to enjoy, have a balance, but don't fall into the trap of consumerism. And it really started to hit me when I was thinking about it for, the holidays. You have October where there's Halloween, And then you have November, there's Thanksgiving, and then you have Christmas, and you have December, and there's Christmas, and then you come right back to the New Year's, and then there's these New Year sales. We don't need probably 70% of the stuff we buy. And I'm not saying that as in a way to not have fun. Go have your fun, because I know I'm going to get those comments. I'm going to get folks saying live a little bit, life is too short, this and that. Well, life can also be very long and painful if you choose to go about it a certain way. So I'm making it my mission to not be a consumer to consumerism. It's time to change the status quo. It's time to get over materialism. Like you guys saw in my Camry video. The only way I'll upgrade my Camry, if that's even a thing, is if I come across a deal that makes the most sense. But if it's to impress you or to impress anyone else, I'm not doing it for you. No disrespect. I'm not doing it to look better in the parking lot, in the work parking lot. I'm not doing it to impress my family. The only time I'm going to upgrade me a car is when I see it financially and it makes sense to do it. Those are the only times I'm going to upgrade from my Camry. So let's check out. I have another article for you guys. That says why the wealthy actually avoid consumerism. Yeah, you would think because they're wealthy, they have all the money in the world, they can do whatever they want to do. But there's actually a reason why they avoid it as well. Now, check this out. The world is currently experiencing high inflation. Some new cars are now selling for 10 to 30% more than their usual price. The media often mentions this as a common example when discussing rising costs. This is a big trend. Many consumers are willing to pay extra for a new car instead of keeping their current one for another year, highlighting the peak of consumerism. For instance, a working professional who earns a comfortable salary but isn't a millionaire, every few years there's pressure from both marketing and social circles to trade in a perfectly good car for the newest model. Despite the steady increases in prices, the temptation is to buy is strong because everyone else seems to be driving something new. Eventually, the constant social pressure and desire for a more lavish lifestyle lead them to purchase the upgraded model at an inflated price, sometimes even taking out a loan to cover the cost. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I just see the wealthy just laughing at that. I just see people who have actual money, actual assets, just laughing at this endless cycle that we, the common, everyday middleman, put ourselves in. And then we do it to look good to other contemporaries who are struggling just like us. So the inflation is going up, interest rates are crazy, and then they're charging more for the same product, and in some cases, worse product. Guys, we got to wake up. I don't know about you guys, but in 2025, I'm done letting my finances go crazy. I am done letting marketing and the media and keeping up with these irrelevant people drive me insane at night. Not that I've ever personally go through this on a strong level. It's just I see so many people that I know and love that are in this cycle, guys. These are things that have to be talked about. I want to use my channel to continue to have these heart-to-heart, critical thinking conversations, because it is time for the everyday person to wake up. I like buying things too. I like getting new video games or, something new for my car. But all of that has to have a balance. When you are in debt and you are swallowed by the monster, or you are enveloped by the chains that is debt, you don't got time for that. Picture me this. How much better do you think your life would be when you are debt-free? The only thing you have really in debt, and I'm not talking about houses and all that other stuff. That's a different type of debt right there. It's still debt, but at least we can go somewhere with that. I'm talking straight up consumer credit card, loan, debt, car notes, car payments. I'm talking about that debt right there. That's my enemy right there. How much better would your life be if you didn't have those chains around your arms, your feet, and your neck? What do you think? Take a moment for a second and think about it. Just take one moment and think about it. See, no one's ever probably asked you that question before, have they? Well, I am, because I'm keeping you accountable this year. My declaration to myself and to my family in 2025, this is going to be one of the best financial years I've ever had in my entire life. And I'm claiming it right now because I'm going to put the work in. I'm currently reading book number 2 on finances right now. I am not letting the media and society, listen, if you got an old car, go wash that thing off, polish it up, put some new air freshener up in that thing, and you get to trucking on your goals, because trying to keep up with these other folks ain't gonna get you anywhere. Stop letting consumerism consume you. Do something about it. Be better than the person you were last year with finances. I'm going to continue to study more about this trend. I hope you've learned something from this video when it comes to what consumerism is and how blind we are to it. And it's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to wake up. I'm going to have a video on materialism as well. I think these things go hand in hand. And I don't know about y'all, but in 2025, I'm not falling for it. And this doesn't mean that you can't be generous. This doesn't mean that you can't have fun. But stop letting it run your life. You're in the driver's seat. Stop letting the day run you. You run the day, at least to the best of your ability. But thank you guys for watching the channel, man. Subscribe if you love more content like this, because we're just getting started. We got a lot to cover. We got a lot to cover. God bless you guys. This is me just warming up for the week. Y'all prepare for some fire later on. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.